A man has been arrested for trespassing and theft for cutting down 2 Ifit trees on private property for GUAM use for FESTPAC. DPW crews assisted with the venture, which involved finding Ifit wood for master carver Greg Pangilinan to make 27 Ifit laddie stones that will be presented to the nations that will be visiting Guam for FESTPAC.
Juan Santos Cepeda was arrested and charged with aggravated theft of property, criminal mischief, official misconduct, and criminal trespass for entering private property owned by the Uggan family in Malolo and cutting down 2 of their Ifit trees. Cepeda was there with a crew from DPW, some DPW equipment, and master carver Greg Pangilinan. Pangilinan was tasked with carving 27 Ifit laddie stones for FESTPAC. According to a magistrate's report, Cepeda had permission to harvest Ifit trees on a piece of property owned by the Perez family. But when he found that there were only live trees in the Perez property, he wandered into the Uggans property across the street. Cepeda then rerouted the DPW employees into the Uggan property and had them cut down 2 Ifit trees there. Mike Uggan then found them transporting the trees with the trailer and told them they were his trees and on his property. Greg Pangilinan called into News Talk K57 this morning and spoke to host Phil Leon Guerrero, saying they were not stealing the wood.
Okay, John Cepeda, he's a caretaker for the Perez's property. Okay. And apparently John, because he was mentioned that part of Perez property is across the street, which is probably John don't know about it. It's an honest mistake.
But the property is clearly on the other side of the street from the Perez property. And in fact, according to the magistrate's complaint, it is a quarter of a mile down the street.
And there's no sign whatsoever, no trespassing.
And you said that Mr. Cepeda was told that the property across the street was also...
According to him, that he was told that on the other side of the road to Perez still owns, but he doesn't know where it ends.
I see.
Okay? So I just want to clarify that. And the poor guy, I don't know. He's just a caretaker there.
The magistrate's report notes that he has been a caretaker of the Perez property since 1994 and was well aware of the boundaries of the various properties in the area.
Me, if I see that there's a sign, there's no trespassing on that, I will not go in there.
But there was no sign?
The chain is not locked, Mm-hmm. The chain that was put on the pipe, mm-hmm. It wasn't locked at all. And there's no sign whatsoever, no trespassing.
However, the metal post that holds the chain was bent, and in fact, damage listed on the magistrate's report includes the cost of the post, estimated at $30. But ultimately, the Ifit wood was returned to the owner.
Then the owner, he wants Public Works to bring the wood and bring it over to his house. So that's what they did.
Ifit is an indigenous rare hardwood tree on Guam. It's the official territorial tree of Guam, and its wood is valuable because of its resistance to termites and other pests. According to the magistrate's complaint, the trees that were cut down were valued at $1,000.